This one is called I'm Not Sick, But I'm Not Well. I'm not sick, but I'm not well, and I'm sure there's something I can do about this. I've popped the aspirin, the Tylenol, the ibuprofen, the codeine, the Prozac, the sleeping pills, and that thermometer is down my throat, and I'm gagging. I'm not sick, but I'm not well. The doctors find nothing wrong with me, and believe me, they've taken the x-rays and they've stripped me down. They made me wear one of those god-awful paper robes, and they felt me up, and they've checked me out. They found what they were looking for, but didn't find anything I was looking for. I'm not sick, but I'm not well, and I can't help but think that everything I'm doing to make things better might only be making things worse. So I don't want to listen to what you have to say anymore, and I want this IV out of my arm, and I want this oxygen tube out of my nose, and I want this suppository out of my ass, and I want you to get that scalpel away from me because I want everything I've got. I'm not sick, but I'm not well, and they want me if they can keep me in line, and they want me if they can cut me open and take out my insides and suck out the fat and suck out the life and make me generic and make me dependent and make me unreal and make me not whole. And I've walked that line with all of you doctors, and I want all my parts back, and I want to be healthy. No, I'm not sick, and maybe I'm not well, but you're only making me worse. I don't have the answers, but neither do you. So instead of tearing me apart and dissecting me and studying the bones, let me just stay together for a while until I figure it all out. This I did in a show in Chicago in 2015. This is called 103 Destruction Instructions. Run faster. I keep doing this to myself. I keep coming back. I beg for attention. I don't know how to stop because I don't know how to be alone. So I keep giving you one more chance to make it perfect. One more chance to rescue the damsel. But I'm not a damsel, and I'm not being rescued. And I don't know which one of us lit the match that set this relationship on fire. I don't know which one of us turned the wheel of this semi and set the wheels in motion that started this 50-car pileup that caused this fantastic car crash. I don't know. You say it's my nagging. But if you weren't wrong all the time, I would never have to actually complain. But you can't tell me and you can't yell at me about my accomplishments. I know I'm younger than you, and I made more money than you as an artist, so why can't you make it in the workforce? And don't tell me that you get mad at me when other men are hitting on me. That only means I'm good looking, and I have more male friends anyway. You should really get over yourself. I've always said, we're perfect for each other. I don't know why you don't get that. And you keep bringing up all these bad points, and why do you keep saying that I'm twisting the knife in your back? If that knife is twisted, it's gotta be like my personality, because at this point, even though I hate you, I'll never let go. So you'll just have to run faster. Does anyone sound a little bit happier? I read this feature in June as a Woman, where I did stuff about women stuff at the Baha'i Center. Thank you, Tom. Yeah. And I think this was the last one I did in that, and this is called Oh, She Was a Woman. She was a woman who thought too much. She was a woman who accomplished everything she set out to. She was a woman who wore a crown of thorns. She was a woman who was punished for things she had not done. She was a woman who was strong, who was beautiful, who was beaten down, and she got angry. She was a woman who would walk into a coworker's office, stand on the desk, and do the twist, just to relieve corporate boredom. She was a woman who worked 18-hour days because she was a woman whose brain was always on. She was a woman who fought for her rights, and she was a woman who should not have been born. She was a woman who wrote poetry. She was a woman who believed in nothing but herself. And trust me, she deserved more. She was a woman who would jump on hotel beds every time she traveled and booked a room because it was hers, because she could. She was a woman who belched out loud, she laughed too hard, she swore too much, and she grew up too fast. She was a woman who worked on 8 different projects at once and still managed to get them all done on time. She was a woman who never lost control. She planned everything. She demanded perfection, and she always had the answers. She was a woman who raised the sound of her voice when she was asking for something. She was a woman who never played drinking games because she never needed an excuse to drink. Because she could drink most men under the table. She loved dirty jokes, and she seldom crossed her legs. She was a woman who wanted to feel alive. She was a woman who would not eat something she could not kill. She wrote letters to the editor, and then when that was enough, she became an editor because she liked making waves. Because she was a woman who knew all too well that you only had one life to live. Don't do something because it's expected of you. Do it because you are a woman who knows what's right. That golden ring is almost in your grasp. You've got the brains, and believe it or not, you've got the brawn, so don't let anything stand in your way. Thank you.
Give it up for Janet! It's like a really jazzy, kind of loungy song. Is it?
Like something that when you're having dinner and the band's playing in the background. This is the name of the song. It's called Dinner Date.
Is it?
That's why you hear a little chattering in the background. It's
all right. That's the nonsense.
So what you gonna do?
You got me.
right.
A lot of good pieces, although random.